Hi everybody, this is Connie from Connie's Nails and Creative Creations. Today I am taking part in the 5 Under 5 DIY challenge, and the host for this challenge is Missi from Creative Cove DIY and Emily from Farm Charm Chic, and their guest host is Jackie from Blessed Beyond Measure. So let's get right into this first project. Okay, so this is a mason jar from the Dollar Tree, and I don't show you everything, but I do take those orange slices, which I'm going to turn into lemon slices, and I am sanding the both sides. I wasn't able to get all, or I was able to get all the paper off, but it had a really rough texture on it. So I'm going to use Mod Podge on it so that I can have a smoother surface to paint on. So once that's done, I'm going ahead and taking my white apple barrel paint, which is a Plaid product, and I'm a Plaid ambassador. And down in the description box is my link for my link tree, which will send you to where all my links for everything that I do. Now, once I'm done with this, I am cutting off the part that had the stick. I didn't want that there, so I just trimmed that right off of there. Now I'm taking this blue, and I cannot remember the name of the blue, and I'm just highlighting around it, and I'm doing the lines for the top of the jar, and I'm just going around the whole edge of this mason jar. Then what I'm going to do is grab this placemat from the Dollar Tree, and I am opening it up because I just want the fabric with the lemons are on it. So I'm just opening that up, and so I can go ahead and sit that on there, and I'm just going to trace around it and cut it so that I can get it on the jar. Now I am just going to use Mod Podge to apply this. So I'm just doing a generous amount, and then I'm using my brayer from Plaid, and they had sent that to me, and I am just hooking that, gluing that all on, and then I'm going to glue over the whole top of this whole thing, the hand where the paint is, as well as the fabric, to seal it. Now, I was going to use that stencil, and I decided to just freehand, and I'm using that gauge behind to kind of get it sort of straight. It doesn't come out straight, and I'm okay with that. For me, doing these DIYs and crafts, it's not about perfection, it's about creativity. And so I'm just writing, when life gives you lemons, you make lemonade. So I just put that on there, and then I didn't get the footage of when I made my little bow, but there it is, the little burlap with polka dots, and I'm taking some white daisies and lemons, and I'm just going to make a little bow with flowers and lemons. And I put the jute back on as the hanger, and then this project is done. So this only costed me about $1.50. So now on to the second one. This is another plaque from the Dollar Tree, and I worked at this and worked at it, and I could not get it all off. So I just flipped it over, used the Dollar Tree putty, put it in those holes, sanded it. Then I'm using my white apple barrel paint again, and I'm just completely covering the surface. I end up doing 2 coats to get this completely covered. Then I grab my some craft sticks, and I'm just using my miter shears, and I'm just going to get enough to go around for a border, and I'm using my my Waverly Antique Wax, which is also a Plaid product, and I am gluing these on as a border. So now I'm taking my ruler and I'm just drawing lines with my pencil, and I am using black paint and a fine paintbrush, and I am writing ice cold lemon 25 cents on this little sign. So, and like I said, I'm just freehanding this. I'm not sure if I really like my handwriting, but I like to freehand. I mean, I have a Cricut. I use it all the time on a lot of different things, but certain things I just want to freehand. So I'm just writing lemonade on here. And normally start from the center and go out, but I kind of had an idea of where all the letters were going to be. So it turned out okay. I know the L was really big compared to the rest of the letters, but it turned out good. Then, after I get done with this, I'm not finished when this is done, because I got to do a little bit more painting. So I'm just kind of checking all the letters and making sure there are no rough edges or anything like that. So I grabbed my yellow, and as you can tell, I am painting some lemons. So I'm going to go ahead and paint the lemons, and then I'm going to put some leaves in there as well, just so that I can, but I'm using a little bit of white for a little bit of brown, so I can get my highlights and my shaded parts so that it looks more realistic. And then I'm going to do the leaves on there as well after that. And they're really fairly easy to use. I use green and a little bit of yellow for the highlights so they look real. And yeah, leaves are very, very easy to paint. So I didn't have any issue getting those all painted up. And I hope you guys really, really like this project. I really enjoyed making these two. And then we're going to get to the third one. Now this one costed me probably $1.25, because it's $1 for the plaque, very little for the craft sticks, and the paint I already had. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. Now let's get to project number 3. Okay, now this little tag came from Dollar General, and I'm just fighting with the jute to get it off because I didn't want to cut it, and I ended up having to cut it anyway. I didn't realize it was hooked that way. Now I tried to take that paper off, and not very much of it came off. But so I'm just working at it, and then that little round piece, it was cardboard, and it came right off. When I slid that under, it just popped right off, and I was like, yay, this works. So I was going to try and stick it or pull it, and I slid my little palette knife under there, and boop, it came right off. And I flipped it over, and I'm using my apple barrel paint again, and I am painting the front and the edges of this little plaque. I do 2 coats to get full coverage, so I didn't want any chances of being able to see anything dark. And I am using some of that same fabric, and I'm going to just trace it and cut it out, and I'm going to use my Mod Podge again and connect this the exact same way as I did the other one. Now for the hole, I used my X-Acto knife, and I plucked that right through there, and I'm putting this is actually the front, the back was the white, and I'm just Mod Podging this to get it completely sealed. I do the front and the back. I'm going to do the top and the bottom of this fabric, and I'm sanding this little round piece, and I'm just going to trim around the edges so I can get a nice beautiful edge there of the fabric. And then I am going to, I did on this one, I used my Cricut, and I printed out some letters, and this is Oracle 651 vinyl that I get from Amazon, and that link is in my link tree as well. And I'm just weeding this to get this all done. I'm getting better and better at this the more I do it. I make sure that I use my craft, or I stick the contact paper to my pants a couple of times so it's not quite as sticky. So I am just going ahead, and after sanding that, I just paint that with a little bit of brown, and I set it aside. I grabbed some yellow organza ribbon, and I just went back and forth like probably 8 or 10 times so that I could make this a little bow for this tag. Okay, I picked out some beads, and I am going to make a garland that's going to be connected to this tag. So I'm just going to put on these green, yellow, and just natural beads to make this garland. Okay, I hope you guys really like this tag, so let's get right to the next project. Okay, I took that other orange slice, took the paper off. Now I'm tracing it with the yellow paper as well, and then I am going to take that slice, and we're going to glue that on. Actually, I'm going to paint the one side. I'm going to do the same kind of painting technique on this as I did the other little slice. Okay, now I am turning this into a garland. I'm just using green and natural colored ribbon beads. You can see I'm making a tassel for the end of this, and this is our fourth project that I made. We have one more, but don't forget to go down to the description box, check out all the host links as well as the playlist link. You can go around and watch everybody's videos that is in the playlist, and also don't forget to hit subscribe, give me a big old thumbs up, and hit that notification bell. And I hope you guys like this. I think it's really, really pretty. I have turned into a person who loves garlands. Okay, now with this one, this is a plastic vase that I've had for years, and I'm just going to use apple barrel paint, and I'm just going to paint this all white. I really like the way the all the raised decoration, or not decoration, but the decoration, I guess, just really popped when I put the white paint on it. And I did 2 coats, and then I'm going to sit that aside to dry. And then I grabbed this flower pick that I had taken all the flowers off, and there was no leaves on it at all. So I took the lemons and I took the green part off, and I glued that one on, and I think, oh, no, I gotta have leaves. So I went back in my leaf stash, and I found another pick that already had leaves on it. So I went ahead and I used that one, and I just glued all the lemons right onto that pick, and then I moved the leaves up, and I'm going to grab some floral foam and glue it down into the bottom of the vase, and I'm just sticking these in, kind of moving them around. And then I grabbed these picks from the Dollar Tree, and I'm just sticking these in here. Now this project probably was about $5 for sure, just because, well, the picks had several, so it's probably only about $3, because the lemons was only a part of a bag, and they were $3, and then the flowers was 1.5 picks, so $1.50, so about $3 on this one. And I'm just arranging these, and then I had some ribbon that's white with black polka dots, and I just put that around it and just tie a shoestring bow, and I call it a finished project. So I hope you guys enjoy this one. It's just a kind of simple one, but I really enjoyed making it. Okay, now that is done. I hope you guys really like this. Like I said, don't forget to check out everybody. I did these 5 under 5, and I probably spent a total for all 5 of them probably about $8. So I think I did pretty good. So have a blessed week, and be the Bible that somebody reads today. Bye-bye.